It's great to hear that we're from many places, Ecuador and Australia and New Zealand and Newfoundland and all sorts of different places in the world, not only the US. So that's really wonderful to have this gathering. Really delightful to see you all. I know that we're pretty much into the long days of waiting and wishing that this were over, and not that it's ever going to be over like we would wish it be gone tomorrow, but that we have new things and a new life coming toward us when we're finally out of shelter in place. I'm in California, so we're still in until May 31. And I would imagine, I know it's different in different states, and I'm not sure about around the world, but one thing I am sure of is that we need to be wise as we begin to loosen these restrictions. I don't like the word lockdown, because lockdown to me means you can't go out your door. And where at least I'm not in lockdown. I'm sheltering in place as best as possible. The needed trip to the grocery store is about it, for sure. But as I thought about where we might be, all of us collectively, and not that that's easy to do, and not that I have any crystal ball, but I was thinking about the healing essence of nature, and that, the days are wearing down, and we're wearing down with the days, and whatever's ahead of us, we're not quite sure. But I love the poem from Wendell Berry. And Wendell Berry, he's a man now in his 80s, early 80s. And he is a poet as well as a man of letters, lives in Kentucky. And I love this poem. It's called The Peace of Wild Things. The Peace of Wild Things. So let's start our meditation in this way. When despair for the world grows in me, when despair for the world grows in me, and I wake in the night at the least sound, in fear of what my life and my children's lives may be, I go and lie down where the wood drake rests in his beauty on the water, and the great heron feeds. I come into the peace of wild things, who do not tax their lives with forethought of grief. I come into the presence of still water, and I feel above me the day-blind stars waiting with their light. For a time, I rest in the grace of the world and am free. Isn't that lovely? I hope it captures something for me. And my hope is that you can reach for nature, and my hope is that the Labyrinth you can go to soon is in nature. Most of them are, not all. But that it's a place, nature is a place if you can't get to your Labyrinth. I'm lucky. I took a lovely Labyrinth walk this morning under 3 beautiful live oak trees. And there are people around, so the spacing, you wait for one person to get off. That's what I did today. And we'll be talking about how to do social distancing with Labyrinths, because there will be a time soon, hopefully soon, that we'll be able to offer Labyrinths again. So the sense of the peace of nature, if you can find some little area, and if you're really feeling chaotic and tired of this all and need something to carry you through, my suggestion would be, and actually this comes through Hildegard of Bingen, I won't say more than that, but through Hildegard of Bingen, lay your belly on the earth. Just lay flat down on the earth. And if you can find a little plot of green grass or some place, just lay flat on the earth. And maybe you even take your finger meditation tool with you. I'm not certain about that. So the sense of letting nature restore us, letting our labyrinths restore us, having our finger meditation tool together like we're doing now. So I'd like to move toward that we can spend, and as you know, 10 minutes in meditation with the Labyrinth. And I'm going to choose to use the same music because I've enjoyed that music. It's a music that kind of supports you and yet stays out of your way at the same time. And so take a moment just to bring your finger meditation tool present to your awareness, have it handy. So I loved what Lars did last gathering, just to take a moment. You might want to put your finger meditation tool down now and let yourself begin to breathe. And looking at your tool and what he did last week, Lars, I appreciate this. I'm going to hijack it from you here. To breathe as you begin to circle the outside. And usually those who often in training, we talk about going clockwise as you're entering in. So take a moment to just breathe 1/3 of the way around. And if you have a small one, you might want to, you have to adjust this. And then you exhale. And then you inhale. And you exhale. We'll do it one more time. You inhale. And you exhale. So I'll begin the music. And again, if you want to close off your camera, you're welcome to. Whatever works for you. And here's the music. So take a moment just to be with yourself as you're finishing your meditation. The music gives plenty of time for reflection as well, doesn't it? This is for solitude. I thought how appropriate that is for solitude. And it's from John O'Donohue's book, To Bless the Space Between Us. May you recognize in your life the presence, power, and light of your soul. May you realize that you are never alone, that your soul in its brightness and belonging connects you intimately with the rhythm of the universe. May you have respect for your individuality and difference. May you realize that the shape of your soul is unique, that you have a special destiny here, that behind the facade of your life, there is something beautiful and eternal happening. May you learn to see yourself with the same delight, pride, and expectation with which God sees you in every moment. So, John O'Donohue, may you recognize in your life the presence, power, and light of your soul. So thank you for being here. Blessings to everyone. Truly, indeed, be safe, be wise.